Okay, the purpose of this short video is to show you how to first of all view your grades and comments on Turnitin, and then to explain the degree level marking rubric. All will become clear. I know some of you have used Turnitin before, but please watch the video because the degree level marking rubric will be explained. Okay, so what I've given here is just I've submitted a test and I've graded myself, quite bizarrely. But you log on to Turnitin and you will see a list of your classes. So there's only one here. Obviously you should have more as well across your modules. So you click on the class. Now these are the essays you should have submitted. So I'm using this test one here, and I've already submitted it, so my similarity is 0. And now if you want to view your work and your comments on it, you click view. Okay, so there are 4 things that you need to look at. The first thing, which will probably be the most important, is your grade, which here is 62%, so a 2-1. The second thing is throughout your work you will see these annotations, and you can hover over them and see what comments I've made. Sometimes I will highlight a section and make a comment attached to that specific section. So that's your annotations. You should always read those. The third thing to look at is your general comments, and you find those here. Very important here, and obviously I've not put a great deal, but there'll be some general comments on your work overall. Now this is the important part that I wanted to explain regards the degree level marking rubric. So for all of your assignments, when I'm grading them, I'm considering a number of areas. I then score your work within each area, and that helps me to categorise your mark and give you your overall grade. So in order to view the grading rubric, you click here where these squares are. Right, and here this is what you'll see. So here are the various areas, so question, knowledge, analysis, literature, evidence, structure, if you scroll down, referencing and writing. Now I score them out of 5, 5 being the highest. When I score them, it generates a statement just briefly summarising why you've scored it. So if you get 5 out of 5, the top grading for the question, and the comment will be highly imaginative, etc. Likewise, so these grades are slightly below the top, but they're still very good. I've just given just to show you for the literature, you know, the lowest comment you could find, and so on and so forth. Right, so that's how you view your grading rubric. Now just bear in mind, for some reason on this example it's got percentages here, just ignore those, and when you look at your work those percentages won't be there or shouldn't be there. But the only percentage that matters is this one. That's your grade. Okay, now for each one of these, obviously there's a sentence or two just summarising, you know, what your score as it were means. Now what is very important here on your degree is, in your module handbook, and I'm looking at the health, illness and society one here, on page 32 to 39, so page 32 to 39, for each one of your areas that I'm looking to grade you on, there are additional explanations. So here you've got question. So if we just look here, so here we have a page on the question category that gives you additional information. So in this case I marked myself as 5. That's what you'd see on the rubric on Turnitin, and here's some additional information that explains it more. And as you scroll down through your module booklet, you'll see the next category, so knowledge. So what did I give myself here? I gave myself a 4. So if you're looking at your work, see Ross has given me a 4. He said I've got good understanding of the key concepts, issues and theories, and here is the additional explanation. So that is just to show you, because when I'm grading stuff via the rubric, you may think, well, it's just everybody who's got, say, a 2 for their knowledge, they're all getting the same feedback. I will give you general comments that differ. I will, in your annotations, I will mark out things like, so if your knowledge, let's say I gave you a 2, I would highlight where some of the things that you've written aren't quite right, or they're inaccurate. Okay, so hopefully that's helped to explain it a bit. So in summary, when you log on to Turnitin, that's your score. Okay, you can then view the annotations on your work by hovering over them. Through this bubble here you can see your general comments, and through clicking on these squares you see the various areas that I've rated you in. And I can't emphasise enough, any reference to percentages here, ignore them. Okay, that is the only number, as it were, the only percentage that counts. And then for each one of these areas, if you go to your module handbook, it gives you additional explanations on all the various areas from pages 32 to 39. Right, hopefully that has helped somewhat. If you need any further explanations, of course, ask. The reason I've done it this way is I could, on your Turnitin document, just copy all these things, but the whole point of this was so that wasn't necessary, and you could just look at what you've got there, go to the module booklet and get that additional explanation. Right, I think I've finished now. I will be quiet. Probably the world's most boring video, I know, but it's just there to help a bit. Okay.